Hey, how's it going? So we are just recording another diary. Today it's going to be called Descending into Hell Again. By the way, this channel might become not safe for work because I might just start recording videos like this. I don't know, we'll see. By the way, those are my tarot cards that are just sitting there. I was just playing it. I still gotta do a double check on what it's gonna be. But anyways, I have been, I will say, quite unable to pick up anything that I had started previously. And it does seem that has been mostly triggered through my medications that I have not taken anymore. I have not taken them because I was not able to make any money whatsoever so far, and I have been in pretty much disbelief in anything I've been pushing into for the past few months or maybe the last year, by descending into hell again. It's almost like I have left, or I have almost lost my faith, and anything I've been doing so far, since there is no sort of fruitless labor, because I do not want to work for a company. I do not want to work for other people. I don't want to have to go through any of that. It kind of has been demotivating for what I wanted to do for life. And I'm gonna be completely honest, the last week I was pretty much jerking off all week long, and the other week prior as well, until I was just browsing on X, just a bunch of porn videos, because you guys know that X has open porn. So I came across the Treasure Island Media video. I think it's called Demon Seed. I don't know if some of you guys know. I do have demon cards over here. See, this is the sigil of Asmodeus. And at some point, by watching that trailer, I think it was a trailer, and you see all of the inverted pentagrams, you see the goat sign, you see also, like, I did see a quick flash of the picture of Asmodeus. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it right away here that quick. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I did see the image of Asmodeus. Oh, there it is. I did see this image right over here during one of the Treasure Island videos, and I was like, well, what the hell is going on? Is this a sign? What is happening over here? Please give me a sign. It was just simply, please give me a sign. I have nothing else to believe in anymore. I've been walking on the line for so damn fucking long, and I am so tired of walking on this path of peace and waiting and hoping for something to happen, or waiting for that time. And then I kept watching them videos throughout the day, and something just told me to just retweet some of those videos that I was watching, because it was kind of hot, and I started writing and everything else. But it's like, until one of the creators that I was retweeting decided to start answering, and then I started interacting, and then I started getting excited about it, because that dirty talk was kind of feeding my dopamine and whatnot. And then I suddenly, in one of those retweets, one of the videos became viral, and it started picking up. And then another video went viral. So I pretty much had two videos that went viral last weekend on a Friday. And then by Saturday and Sunday, it really got heavy. So I had literally 50 followers on that account, and I was able to go all the way up to, I'm sitting now at I think it's 5,700. I'm at 5,700 followers on this account. And I went into disbelief after I was asking for an answer. You know, when you are so hopeless for anything to happen, you're so hopeless that your life will change in any way. And I was like, you know, please God, I will say it, God with a quote, or whoever is watching me, please give me a sign. If some of you guys don't know, in 2 days it will be I will be completing 5 years of becoming a widower. My husband passed away on May 31st of 2021, and then the cause of death was obviously overdose. We were separated at that time, still legally married. We still talked to each other. We still cared very much about each other. I was actually imploring him to get back home because he was clearly in deep trouble in Las Vegas. That's where I got my hat. And yeah, on May 31st, I got to find out that he was no longer with us, and he died of overdose. And then it was during pretty much a vice lust moment. And I've always wondered if, you know, he has actually became an angel or if he has became a dark entity. Funnily enough, during that weekend, I did also, you know, while I was asking for signs, I came across a profile that, of course, had a cover picture saying, "I will always love you." My husband also left behind a set of cards, playing cards. On the back he wrote, "I will always love you." I don't know if he was meant to bring me that. And I also do remember back in the day, before I went into psychosis, that when I did look inside his suitcase, he left a small suitcase where I did find diaries, I found boner pills, I did find lube injectors, dildos, all sorts of things. Giant dildos, by the way. He was getting, you know, pretty interesting while he was away from me. And I did find like a note saying, "Be careful," or "Please be safe." I remember now, it did say, "Please be safe." And that's when my world kind of shifted. But anyways, when I talk about descending into hell again, is pretty much that point. After he died, I wanted to be just as careless, and I wanted to feel what he felt back in the day. I did want to be careless. I did want to feel everything, while at the same time I was trying to slowly put myself away through sex. Or the guilt and shame was just so big that I just wanted to be used out there. And that's how I pretty much engaged in many reckless sex intercourse, you know, many occasional intercourse sessions. And I did also, that's when I started going through bathhouses and arcades and porn theaters and playing with strangers, married man. And I started developing that fetish, you know, of getting bread over and over again by multiple men. So yeah, after quitting everything, and I did stop playing my cards for about a month and a half at this point, and because nothing would work, I would not feel like I wanted to play my cards. And then I was just gooning. I was just gooning after quitting my medications. And since I'm not able to, you know, pay for it, I'm gonna have to stop them altogether. And I just have decided to accept that maybe had I accepted back then that what I do or what I did was not necessarily a bad thing, I was only enjoying myself in a way that society does not approve. Yeah, you do have all of the risks, but I was taking care of myself back then. And the fact that I felt so shameful, I did tell the wrong people what I was doing. And then later on, I did became judged for sharing those details. And I've learned my lesson, you know, I would just live what I have to live. And I will only share with the people who are actually like me or they do the same things as me. And I would just keep it under the cover. It is just kind of sad that at this very moment, I did have to come back to my hometown, my home city, and I no longer live on my own. And I no longer am able to go out and do those things. I'm still trying to recover. So yeah, I was looking for a sign and I did receive a sign. I did see that "I will always love you" picture in a porn profile, and I did hear in their neighborhood someone playing 21 Pilots nonstop on songs that him and I used to sing together in the car. I don't know if that was a sign, but it surely was a huge ass coincidence. So throughout the entire week, I have been just thinking about pursuing this XXX content creation thing, or maybe speaking towards fetish and whatnot, because I did see in some movie about a writer. I think I was watching I think it's Half Man, and then it's about two half brothers, and one of them is gay, and he becomes a writer, you know, once he grows up. And one of the things that he was going through is he was getting some feedback of a big writer or someone who published books, and they were saying that, you know, oh, what are you doing right now is kind of fake because you're not really talking about what you know. So maybe you should talk about what you know and what you lived and what is your experience. So yeah, so this is just the diary entry that I want to move forward with and see where this is gonna take me, because now apparently I got 5,000 followers, 5,500 followers on Twitter, and it is kind of fun actually. I am just trying to wrap my head around on how people make actual connections, because after moving back here, I have not made any connections whatsoever with people that live here, and it is really hard culturally speaking, and also in a safety standpoint, where I am not 100% settled into my own old culture and my own surroundings, because I don't live on my own. So if I want to do this, it's gonna be a little bit hard, and it's gonna take some work on maybe getting out of my parents' house. But anyways, if you're still watching this, I really wanna thank you for watching this video until the end. If you do have any questions related to fetish, related to understanding some sort of guilt and shame, I'm still studying some sort of demonology. I'm still studying about Asmodeus, because I do have the cards. I just afraid of the force behind it, the strength behind it. I just simply do not give way too much attention. And then when I finally got the balls to do so, even just a little bit, I feel like I did get some answer about it. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.